In this screencast, I'm going to show you how you can get started with the design of your website. When you first sign up to Seller, you choose a starter website. It doesn't matter which one you choose, and it sets you up with a website to get you started. This one I just happen to have chose the clothing one, but they all give you the same functionality. And so you can see I've called my company Super Socks, and it's given us a great looking website right from the start. So it's loaded some example products, and it's got images on there in different sections and that kind of thing. So let's see how we can actually make this our own and change it to be exactly how we want. The first thing you're going to need to do is to log into the admin system. When you sign up, your email details of how to do that, and this is what it's going to look like. And the first button you want to click on when you do this is the edit button up the top. So let's do that now. So when you go into edit mode, you're going to see your website, and it's going to have loads of orange icons all over it. And these icons are really important because they let you edit the different bits and pieces of the web pages. So Seller works in an absolutely fundamental way, which is we use a system called content blocks, and we stack these up to create each web page. So you can see here, there's a header block at the top here. Underneath that sort of navigation one, this happens to be a banner block. There's a text block there, some images, text block, what we call an item list block here, and the footer there. And you can put whatever blocks you like on each page. So if I click on this button here, probably the most important one is this bottom one here. This is the Manage Content Blocks icon. So if I click on that, you'll see this is a representation of that same page in blocks. So again, we've got the header here, nav bar underneath, we've got a big banner there, some text, 3 images, more text, an item list, and a footer. So of course you can put whatever blocks you want there, and the main bit you're going to want to change is the main section blocks. You can choose different headers and that sort of thing and change the navigation, but let's just take a look at the main section blocks that you've got available. So just click on the plus button there, and of course we're adding blocks to this all the time, so when you log in and you see it, you probably see more than this. But if we just scroll down, you can see there's all sorts of different responsive design blocks that are going to let you create basically any different type of website that you want. They've all got sort of animations and all different bits and pieces that they can do to make a really great looking website. So let's say, for example, we wanted to add a block onto the web pages. Then let's say, I don't know, one of these, this one here, circle feature boxes. So we click on that there, and that will add it to your web page. And in fact, in this blocks thing, you can see it's added right to the bottom underneath the item list. Let's move it up one space. There you go. You can see now it's just above the item list. And so if we close this pop-up, the page will refresh. And then if we scroll down, you'll see it's there. Now, interestingly, if you were to look at the website now, this won't be shown because the images that the blocks load with, they're not shown in the live mode. You need to replace those with your own images. And so to do that, again, it's another one of these orange buttons. There's an upload image icon there. And so, for example, if we wanted to change that image, I would click on that. And then if I just put one in from the image library, select image from image library, type in sock, click on go. Then if I choose a sock, you need a very sort of square images for this. If I click on that one there we go, you'll see that the image now shows there. So you can do that for all of them. And you know, if you've got your own images, you want to use those and experiment with different sizes and that kind of thing to find out what you need for that particular block. In fact, when you click on the upload image icon, it will show you the ideal size of the image there in pixels. So you want to get one like that if you can. So the other things that are really important, let's just go through some of these other icons. This one here is we call the hamburger icon, and that lets you edit any menus. So if I click on that, you can see the menu there. There's a link to a screencast on there. Just click on that icon there. And there's various menus. There's one at the top in this particular web page. If I go down to the bottom here, you'll see there's other menus down here. And any text on the page, you just click on it to change it. So if I click this bit here that says sell your items online, you can just click on this. And if I put amazing sock shop, and then you always click on the save changes button down the bottom. Changes saved. There you go. So amazing sock shop. And so you can change any text like that. And so in fact, there's an important button icon at the top left hand corner here. This one here, if you click on that, it shows you all of the different text areas that you can change on the page, and there'll be loads of them on there. So these other icons up here as well. The top one here, this cog icon, if I click on that, this just lets you change the base colors for your website. The one underneath, this lets you change meta tags. And of course it generates meta tags for all the pages anyway, but you can change them if you want to do so. And like for this one here with the title, you just click on action. Then you can see it's Super Socks, but you may want to change that. The next one underneath switches off hyperlinks. If that amazing sock shop was also a hyperlink, you'd want to switch off the hyperlink, because otherwise when you click on it to edit it, it's just going to take you to another page. And you just click on this hand icon there, and it'll switch off the hyperlinks. Underneath it, this is really important button. This lets you create other pages. If I click on that there, it shows you a list of other pages. When you want to create a page, you just type it in there and click on Add New. If you want to go to any of these pages, you just click on the link. So Terms and Conditions. And again, like with a page like this, you just click on it and then you can edit it as well. Let's go back to the home page. This eye icon here, if you click on that, it just removes the orange icon, so you get a better view of what your website looks like. SEO, if you click on that, it's going to take a look at the page that you're looking at and examine how good it is for SEO. There's another, in fact, we've got a few screencasts on this, and this is going to really help you to get your website and web pages ranked really high on Google. The @ symbol underneath is for creating emails, and there's another screencast on that. The padlock lets you password protect pages, and of course the icon at the bottom is for the content blocks. There's all sorts of other icons as well all over the place. For example, let's take this, and you just hover over and it will tell you what it does. So let's take this account login. We don't want an account login on our website, so if you click on this icon here, then we can either move it around or we can choose hide. The screen will refresh, and then of course it's gone. And all these other icons changing colors and doing all sorts of things, just hover over, and each block will have its own specific icons that lets you do lots of different things. So there's one other thing I want to say as well, which is that, so that's the design of the site. The actual products are dealt with in the back end. So if I go to manage items, you're going to see the items which are set up, the products you're selling on the website. You can see them here, and each product has its own description. You can click on the DSC icon there to see the description, and this one's got various descriptions as well. There's lots of things you can do. And categories, if you click on categories there, this is where you set up categories, and of course these can have descriptions as well, which will also appear on the website. And the same with collections as well. The best thing to do is just to have a play and see how you get on. So hopefully that's been a really good overview and introduction of how to design a website on Seller.